Welcome to the Principle of Nettiquette. Online communication can be quite a difficult challenge. Misinterpretation of chats, simultaneous speaking in online meetings, or sending email to the wrong person. To make sure this doesn't happen to you, today's video discusses Netiquette guidelines and how to apply them in online communications. So let's get started. First of all, what is netiquette? The word netiquette is a combination of the terms net from internet and etiquette. It describes guidelines for behaving properly and professionally in online settings. Netiquette aims at respectful, kind, and polite behavior, so people get along professionally with each other well. This is important, especially in a university environment where you interact with instructors and students. Here are the 12 netiquette guidelines. First of all, we are all human. Remember, you are talking to real people with feelings, with different perspectives and opinions. No matter which age, everyone wants to be accepted and be treated fairly. So if you are nice to someone, they will be nice to you. Treat your online counterpart the same way you want to be treated. Second, show respect. Because we are all human, we often make mistakes. We misspell the same words, forget to say thank you, or are nervous when we do something for the first time. Therefore, be patient with people when they make mistakes and forgive them if this happens online. Avoid mirroring harshness and unkindness by being a good example of positive communications. Thank your counterpart with a friendly thank you and say please sincerely when asking for something. A small thank you email is always appreciated. It signals the email has been received and read, and the professor, lecturer, or even your fellow student will feel appreciated. Little things go long ways. Third, use suitable and professional words. Because we are all human, we feel similarly when receiving a rude email or derogatory statements during an online meeting. We feel uncomfortable, insecure, and immediately think about what we did wrong. So always think about how you would feel if you received such an email or such statements. Choose your words carefully and appropriately to the situation. Fourth, be careful with criticism, especially with written communications. It's important to follow 3 rules to make everyone feel comfortable and respected. First, always stay constructive and don't get personal when you give critiques. Note the netiquette guidelines. Second, wrap the criticism in a sandwich. To start with, say or write something positive. Then politely say what is bothering you, offer improvements, and end with something positive again. Third, if you receive a written critique, stay calm and don't get emotional. People are trying to help, so don't take it personally. Focus on what they are saying. A written criticism often sounds harsh in your own head. Don't overinterpret the critique, and if you feel more time is needed, ask for a clarifying meeting. The 5th netiquette principle is professionalism. Using the right professional form of address needs to be learned. Especially when writing to professors or lecturers, a formal form of address is mandatory. 6th, texts in chats or emails are permanent. Communicating through text has its advantages. You can look up information if you have forgotten it, and you have enough time to formulate your request. However, this can lead to issues. Word choice might be inappropriate, or spelling and grammatical errors might creep in. Using asynchronous communication, such as emails, requires flawless and error-free text. Nevertheless, mistakes happen to everyone from time to time. We are simply human. It's also important to be aware the email may be read often or may be forwarded. The 7th netiquette principle is privacy and copyright. Forwarding a private email to third parties without permission is not always a good idea. So before you send emails, images, or other materials that are not yours, ask the author for permission. 8th, bullying. Hate speech is neither appropriate nor professional and is undesirable online as well as offline. Don't mock or criticize people for their opinions, and always respect their perspectives, even if you don't agree with them. An opinion is just that, an opinion, and might not completely reflect a person's underlying values. 9th, ambiguities. Ambiguous statements, sarcasm, and irony are not advisable on online platforms with textual exchanges. Nonverbal signals such as facial expression, tone of voice, and body language are missing to interpret the message correctly. Hence, misinterpretations are very common. Another case is the private chat, and only the chat, where you can underline your messages with smileys and GIFs. 10th, capitals. The type of writing helps to convey a message, but please be careful with capitalization. If the whole text is in capital letters or even in bold, the other person may interpret your writing as aggressive. Therefore, never capitalize complete words. If something is emphasized, use either boldface or italics and not both. 11th, the setting. Even though online meetings are very similar to face-to-face meetings, they have their pitfalls. Hence, there are a few rules that you should follow. Technical issues are commonplace, so arrive a few minutes early to check your microphone and camera. For presentations, test the screen transmission beforehand to prevent delays. In general, you should join on time, but if you are late, send a message to the participants, for example by email. You won't always need to talk, so turn off your microphone and don't forget to turn it on when you need it. And your camera? Your camera should be switched on during the whole meeting to preserve the social character of a conversation. But pay attention to your appearance, your clothing, and the background. There have been too many embarrassing mistakes in the past, so blur your background or replace it with a discreet picture. Similar to real conversations, smiling and nodding are proven nonverbal signs of listening and understanding. Or you can use the reaction icons to signal your approval or applause without disrupting the meeting. An organized meeting always has a moderator, and if needed, a scribe for the protocol. Most software platforms have options to raise your hand virtually to indicate you want to speak or ask a question. Finally, questions during lectures can be put in the chat to avoid disrupting the lecturer. That way, they are saved and available until the speaker finds time to answer them. The 12th and final netiquette principle is set your focus on quality. Before you send or post a text, check for its quality and completeness. Are all requirements fulfilled? Is all information included without needing further questions and correspondence? Is netiquette implemented, and is the text free of spelling and grammatical errors? Great, we've made it! Now we know the 12 netiquette principles for respectful and kind online communication. If we apply them all, we'll have a peaceful and comfortable environment for all participants that makes them feel welcome. Don't imitate those who engage in hate speech. Instead, set a good example by being kind. Remember, if it is not acceptable behavior in face-to-face interactions, it is not acceptable online behavior either. What is your favorite netiquette rule?